Cheers. Meditation and coffee. Oh my God. Or tea, I suppose. Anyway, good morning. Nice to see you. Welcome to my local friends and welcome to my YouTube friends who watch these little recordings. There's now over 1,000 of them. It's weird what if you just stick with something for a long time and do a little bit every day, what it accumulates into. Great principle there. Just small things every day. The topic today, oh, by the way, please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It makes a huge difference, and it is my unabashed, declared goal to spread the love and peace and joy of yoga and meditation to the degree that I'm capable with my own capacity and my own karma as best as I can, because many people gave it to me freely and I'm grateful. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Leave a comment too. So today's topic of all things is you have a prayer. And why is prayer the topic today? Well, yesterday it was the crescent moon expanding in the sky. Did you see it last night? Just curious. It's going to be slipping across the sky, growing ever larger for 12 more days until we have a full moon. And there's something about the moon swelling and growing and the cycle of expansion and increase that always circles back around. And one of our probably our greatest resource is prayer. I hold with what Emmett Fox says, the great spiritual writer, that prayer is the most powerful human activity, which is, for some, that's a radical notion. Most people, or many people think our greatest human power is our physical power or our power with our intellect or our intelligence. And we have many powers, but this, a skeptic might say that saying words inside of our head, AKA praying, is really just sort of a joke. It's silly. It's superstition. It's really a waste of time and rather absurd that we could think that by closing our eyes and thinking thoughts inside of our head, that we could even think thoughts that are free will. But those of us who've practiced it, those of us who are willing, know that prayer is the most powerful human activity. Well, why is that? Prayer is the only thing that really changes anything, because prayer is the only thing, along with meditation, that really changes our consciousness. And until our consciousness changes, nothing changes on the outside, because of the great spiritual axiom, principle, maxim that everything on the outside is really the reflection of the inside, as within, so without, so to speak. And so if we're not going to change our consciousness, nothing can really change on the outside. Circumstances and conditions might alter or adjust, but they won't fundamentally change in character or in nature. In other words, to put it colloquially, same shit, different day. But for many of us, the pain of suffering and discord and disharmony has beaten us into reasonableness. And now in humility and willingness, we use prayer, the guiding of our thought toward the highest that we know, to help begin to cooperate with God and shape the world into the beautiful place we know it is to be when we get over our small little notions of things. So today I just wanted to briefly share with you what I think is the tied for first, and there are many, of the greatest prayers. But this is the prayer that I think can be used when the shit hits the fan, so to speak. At the first moment that trouble appears, that first shocking, adrenalized, oh my goodness moment when something exceptional happens, something comes out of the blue that seems like big trouble or even small trouble, whatever it is. But the prayer is very simple, and the prayer is, great good comes from this. It is so radical, it is so wild, it is so unexpected that the first moment trouble hits, the first moment that the little bit of dry kindling in the forest begins to burst into flames, instead of going down that path of amplifying the trouble or calling our friends and telling how bad it is, or to write a blog about, well, here I go again, or going to a spiritual meeting and saying, Jesus Christ, can't believe this is happening to me again. Instead, to gather our wits and gather our sensibility and gather our wisdom and say, oh, great good comes from this, because it is so powerful to take the strong emotion, the shock of an unexpected event, and then couple that powerful energy with the highest of our thought. This is the great catalyst of feeling and thinking, feminine and masculine, that when merged together gives birth to new brain material, new neuronal pathways. It doesn't really need to be explained much more than this, although one could write a PhD dissertation on it, but it's way more powerful in practical application. When trouble hits, remind ourselves, discipline ourselves, instead of making it worse by rehearsing what can go wrong, say as immediately as we can, coupling strong feeling with our highest thought, and then saying great good comes from this. It works literal miracles, because it changes our consciousness. And when our consciousness changes dramatically, then the outside world must, by principle, reflect it. So there you go. Enjoy the crescent moon tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.